It's finally a nice day. Our weather has been terrible for the last 2 weeks. Last month on the full moon, we had nice sunny warm weather come. So the 1st of April last month was nice. And our full moon was on the 5th of May. And again, we're back into nice weather. Bees are active. I'm just going around taking out apiary strips. It's the only thing I don't like about my inner covers. The bees build on top of the frames. This yard here, what is here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. What is that? 64 hives? Last night I brought in 13 splits. And that made up the empty spots on the pallet. So that works out to be about 20% winter losses here. And I'm going through taking out the apiary, and I've had 2 virgins so far. They're all side by side. So I don't know what happened there. I think probably a virgin killed a queen and then maybe flew into the wrong hive and killed another queen. I don't know. They're all right in a row. So I'll need 3 queens there, and then I'll need 13 queens for the splits. I have the queens with me. I'm gonna use Italians this year. So the hives I split yesterday had anywhere from 9 to 13 frames of brood, and I'm starting to see swarm cells. I think that's lined up there. So this is a split. That's pretty strong. But I'm gonna get it to draw a comb, so I'll put an empty box of foundations on there. When I'm making my split, I'll probably do a video on it, but what I do is I just tip back the double deep box and look for bee coverage. And if I see a full box on the bottom, it's a 50-50 split. I might have to move some honey around to make sure the original queen in the original location in the bottom of the double deep has some food, and then I'll take the top box, which you see here queenless. I'll put in my new queen, and I kind of like to treat the whole yard, I mean care for them all in the same way. So I'll split them all, whether they're a 50-50 split or if I just take a nuke from it. When I take When it's not a 50-50 split, I leave 4 frames of brood in the bottom box with the original queen. And I make sure the top box has 4 frames of brood when I put the new queen in. So if I only take that top box away with 2 frames of brood because it didn't offer a 50-50 split, I'll boost it with some brood. Because to make 50-50 split, I only need 8 frames of brood. But last night I was seeing like 9 to 13 frames of brood. So I had lots of extra brood to split the ones that didn't offer a 50-50 split. I said earlier, the only thing I don't like about my inner cover, I have a 3/4 inch rim for pollen patties, and really I should take that off once I'm done feeding pollen patties. It would last longer, but if I took it off they wouldn't do stuff like this, because that's a waste of resources. Always carry a garbage can. You don't want to throw this on the ground. It's not my property, and oh, that hive tool is very sharp. And if you start throwing stuff like this on the ground, the skunks come and the raccoons come. And you gotta clean up your apiary. So I loosen the strip. The queen's there, give her a chance to get out of the way, and then I gently pull that up. That's it for night treatments. I don't need to pull a frame of brood, not in a colony like that. I'm not splitting these hives yet. I have other hives that are further along. This is a waste of time here, pulling a frame of brood. I don't like pulling from the middle. When you know, there could be things like that on there. Good way to roll clean. But I want to get right to the action. These hives are very close to being able to split. I'm tipping back boxes, and I'm seeing like four frame bee coverage there, and I have other hives that are further along. Make sure that queen's not out there. So I'll split the other ones first. I only have a limited number of queens. And these can wait a week or two. This yard was my worst losses. It's 20%. I had empty places on the pallet, which I just, to put my outer cover on, I just left empty boxes and a cover right beside a live hive. Well, I didn't have mouse guards on, and I found 3 mouse nests in this row here. So I had hit some mice problems, and I hit some mite problems. See my handy dandy mirror? This is how you tip back a deep without breaking your back. You just put the mirror down there and you look in. Oh, this one needs split. There's 10 frames of coverage there. And there's the queen right on the lid. Put her safely down in the hive. So now that we know where the queen is, I didn't tip that one back. This looks like a medium. Looks okay, wall to wall with eggs. That's just where the apiary strip was. Drones in there. I didn't tip that last one back. I don't know if I can show you this or not. So if you get the sun just right, yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames of bees there. When they're right to the bottom like that, there's usually 5 frames of brood there. And I don't see them hanging off the bottom of this one. Beautiful. Those are all eggs. And that is all eggs. And it's well fed. It's dripping to the bottom of the cellar. Nope, I wasn't watching. One, two, three, four frames. Just not ready to split yet. The brood's there, but not the bee coverage. Oh, something else I want to talk about. So when I make my split, why I use 4 frames of brood is this is the 1st of May. 4 frames of brood will be 7 frames of brood by the end of May. Now that's for me. Every beekeeping is local, so that's going to be different for everyone. But if I make them up now with a box of bees and 4 frames of brood, I will have 7 frames of brood at the end of May. So if I put an empty deep on top of that split, those 4 frames of brood in May, they will fill that. That's a split from last night. They will fill that and swarm by the 2nd week of June. So if you put a deep and a medium on before they go out to pollination, ugh, I hate that about my inner covers. Where was I? So if you put a deep and a medium on, once I make my split at the 1st of May, you're good till the end of June when you get them back from pollination, and they won't swarm. So what that allows you to do is you can do all your work for the next 2 months right now. 4 frames of brood, box of bees, empty deep on top of that, empty medium on top of that, and you can strap that, and you're good till the end of June. When you get them back from pollination, you'll need to add another deep. Now, if you don't want them that strong, let's say you're sending your bees somewhere where there's a bunch of apple trees, like I have yards like that, you'll want to make that split up 1st of May with 3 frames of brood. The 2nd week of May, we'll make them up with 4 frames of brood, and the 3rd week of May, we'll make them up with 5 frames of brood. And the very end of May, 6. So when I get through this yard, making my splits, equalizing, my work is done here other than strap. It's all honey, super, and strap same day. My work will be done here in May, and I'll be good till the end of June. So if every area is different, every location is different. So if you was to track that, if you was to do an experiment yourself, you'd be able to know exactly how your hives are going to grow, and you could plan ahead. Seed brood there. One, two, three. Oh yeah, they're okay.